The next is a Shiva Mula Mantra Japa, where we are going to be chanting Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha 11 times internally. The Acharya is going to be chanting it out loud. Because all the participants, please follow along and chant internally within yourself. Om Ham Hom Shivaya Namaha. 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 Yes. We will now entry into the Tattvachavanam, the ritualistic cleansing. Now, bring your right hand in Gokarna Mudra, bend your index finger and cupping your palms. Pour an Uddiyana water in center of your palms. Sip the water 3 times as the word Svada is chanted. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Vidyatatvam Shodhayami Svada. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svada. Now, wash your hands with water from the Panchapatra. Now, with the base of your right hand thumb, move the hand from right to the left of your lips twice as we chant the mantra. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Wash your hands with water from the Panchapatram. Now, with the tips of your right hand, index, middle, and ring finger, touch above your upper lips and below the lower lips. Wash your hands with water from the Panchapatram. Now, with the tips of your right hand, index finger, and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril, left nostril. With the tips of your right hand, ring finger, and thumb joined together, touch your right eye, right ear, and your left ear. Wash your right hand with water from the Panchapatram. Now, with the base of your right hand, thumb, and little finger, touch your navel, right chest, left chest. With the right hand fingertips together, touch the top of the head, right shoulder, left shoulder, and your heart center. The next is the Sankalpa. Now, clasping your right hand above your left hand and keeping both the hands in your right thigh. Close your eyes. Take a moment to consciously visualize what is it that you want to manifest today. What are all the breakthroughs that you want to have, that you want to experience from the Nithyananda Yoga? We will be chanting the Sankalpa mantra. ममोपात समस्त दुरिता द्वारा भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परम शिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परम शिव प्रीत्यर्थम च अद्य पूर्वोक्त एवं गुण विशेषेण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितौ पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Now wash your hands with water for the Panchapatram. Om Apopasprisha. And we request all the participants to please move your Panchapatrams aside. Let it not come in your way when you're doing the Nithyananda Yoga. Yes. And before we enter into today's Nithyananda Yoga, a quick disclaimer for all the participants and to all the live viewers who's watching us live right now. All the teachings and instructions given during the Nithyananda Yoga are intended only for general wellness and education purposes only. They are not to be taken as or used as a replacement for any professional medical advice, diagnosis, or any treatment. If you have any known health condition, illnesses, injuries, or diseases, please consult your medical health professional or your doctor before participating in the Nithyananda Yoga. At all times, please follow the advice and guidance of your medical health professional. If during the practice of the Nithyananda Yoga you feel tired, ill, dizzy, weak, or even uncomfortable, please immediately restrain yourself from doing the yoga and take some rest. Once you're fully recovered and feeling stable, you may continue the practice of the Nithyananda Yoga if appropriate. During the Nithyananda Yoga, please remain complete awareness and listening with your body. Do not exceed your body's limits and capacities, as we understand and recognize that every individual body functions differently and uniquely. So it is important to respect and remain complete awareness of your own body's limits and capacities while you're practicing the Nithyananda Yoga. Okay? So with that said, let's now enter into today's session. Today, all the participants, all of you are going to be entering into the second phase of the Nithyananda Yoga, which is the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, where you are going to be looking into the the first aspect of it, the Dvitiya Vinyasa Krama, section 1. All of you are going to be looking into it today. So let's get started. So the first asana of this beautiful sequence is Savitri Asana. Sit in a comfortable position with your head thick and spine a straight line. You're going to be bringing your right heel towards your perineum and you're going to be placing your left foot on top of the right thigh. Place your palms over your knees in the Shambhe Mudra, keeping your spine straight, gazing at your third eye. You're going to be engaging in the Samana Kumbhaka, which is inhale, hold a breath, visualize the fire in your stomach, the Jataragni, is raising up along with your spine, engaging the Moola Bandha, where you're going to be clenching the perineum floor in the Moola Bandha. Visualize Goddess Savitri in your inner space, who's radiating and steadfast. As you repeat the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in your throat center in Savitri Asana. जी मनोपगमोदी पगतली की माहिरी कोर परे मूल द्वारते के बैसे दावा पर की ये दी योरी सरा का तिराखे प्रणाम जी मणि जंगा माहिरी का लगावे. Now entering into the next asana, which is Vajrasana Chatur. In Vajrasana Chatur, continue to keep your legs in the same position. You're going to be placing your hands on top of respective knees in Shambhe Mudra. You're going to be engaging the Uddiyana Bandha now, where you're going to be pulling your stomach in and up. So you're going to be pulling your stomach in and up. Gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as the indestructible weapon of Indra, which is short, unmoving, and irredestructible. In Vajrasana Chatur. Savyena kandam papidya cha anyam padam tu lingopri nikshipet vajram sada pranajaye cha siddham griva tanu mastaka samast shastam. Now, entering into Siddhasana Trini. Keeping your legs and your hands in the same position. You're going to be engaging in the Mahamudra Bandha. So, you're going to be doing all the three bandhas together. Gaze at your third eye. Okay? So, you're going to be gazing at your third eye, engaging in the Mahamudra Bandha. So, first, you're going to be clenching the perineum floor in the Mula Bandha. Second, pulling your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha. Third, tuck the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. All these three performs together makes the Mahamudra Bandha. Visualize yourself as a Siddha Yoga Master, calm, radiant, and fully realized. Continue repeat the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in your throat center in Siddhasana Trini. अथ भाषमाना प्रयोग अथ सिद्धासनं योनिष्ठान कामदी मूले घतीतं संपीड्य घुल्पेतरं मेद्रोपरि अथ सविदा चिबुकं कृत्वा हृदि स्थापितम्. Okay, now entering into the next asana, which is Brahmanasana. In Brahmanasana, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be placing your right foot in front of your perineum, and your left foot you're going to be placing it on top of the right thigh. You're going to be cupping one palm over the other, and you're going to be placing it onto your left knee. Left knee, yes. Gaze at your nose. You're going to be engaged in the Mahamudra Bandha. Again, so we're doing all these three bandhas together. First, clenching the perineum floor Mula Bandha. Second, pulling a stomach in and up. Third, tuck the chin to the chest in the Jalandhara Bandha. Repeat the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in throat center. Visualize Lord Brahma in your inner space, seated on a lotus in Brahmanasana. Padmam Brahmam Siddhasaram Swastikam Vajrasalam Bhadrakonam Bhadrapitam Molabhandam Tataivacha. Now entering into next asana, which is Muktasana Dve. Now you're going to be sitting in the Padmasana position, where you're going to be bringing your right foot to your left thigh and your left foot onto your right thigh. Sitting in the Padmasana position, keep your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Place your palms on your respective knees in the Shambhavi Mudra. Gaze, you're going to be looking forward. Engaging the Mula Bandha, where you're going to be clenching only the perineum floor in. Visualize your soul being liberated by Swamiji. As you do the Kumbhaka, the Samadha Kumbhaka, inhale, hold a breath. Visualize the fire in your stomach. The Jataragni is raising up along with your spine. And you slowly exhale in Muktasana Dve. Muktasane sthito yogi mudram sandaya shambhavi shrunuyad dakshine karne nadamantastame. Now entering into the next asana, which is Valmikasana Dve. Now you're going to be relaxing your legs from the Padmasana. and sitting with your right heel against the perineum and placing your left foot on top of the left thigh. Place your palms. You're going to be bringing your hands in the Bindu Mudra where index and thumb are joined and place it on your respective knees in the Shambhu Mudra. Keep your head taken spine in straight line, gaze at your third eye. You're going to be engaging the Mula Bandha. Where you're going to be clenching the perineum floor. Visualize yourself sitting so still and unmoving that an anthill begins to form around you, embodying the deep transformation of Maharishi Valmiki in your inner space, the one who has authored the Ramayana, the one who has written on the life of Bhagwan Sri Rama himself. In Valmikasana Dve. बैसे करी दावा पगकी पगतली ये बारला पनादिशी मोदी जीवनी पाशत लगावे जीवनी पग मोदी पग ये दी जीवनी पग की ये दी बाही नली लगावे अंगुता गोद लगावे. Okay, now entering into the next asana, which is Gorak Anjali Asana. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be coming into a squatting position where your feet is flat on the mat, raise your knees up, and you're going to be placing your hand between the thighs and your calves. Okay? You're going to be bringing your hands between the thighs and your calves and interlacing your fingers in the Parisha Mudra, placing it in front of your navel center. You're going to be engaging the Jiva Chalakumbhaka, which is inhale, hold the breath, visualize the prana, the air which you just took in, is going through all the parts of your body, through all your limbs. And then slowly you exhale. Look forward, clenching the perineum floor Mula Bandha. Visualize Gorak Natha in your inner space in Gorak Anjali Asana. प्रथम ही उबे होई बहुरी नीच अपने होवे दो बकरा दो भुजंगा मारी निकी विधि पहुंचे बहुरी दो भुज शने जंगा बारला आने नासा रिश्त लगाई काकसी ना बिजूताने. Now entering into Kanchasana. So now you're going to be sitting in a low squatting position. And you're going to be clasping your hands behind your buttocks. Yes. So you're going to be placing your hands between the thighs and clasping it behind your buttocks. So you're going to be engaged, clasping your hands behind the buttocks in the Parisha Mudra, which is one on top of the other. Yes. Clenching the perifloor Mula Bandha. You're going to be engaging again in a Jiva Chalakumbhaka. So you inhale, hold the breath, visualize the prana which you just took in is going through all the parts of your body, and you slowly exhale. Visualize yourself in a specifically chosen posture, embodying deliberate focus and refined awareness in your inner space. Look forward, repeat the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva in Throat Center in Kanchasana. Ur Madhyadhasto Nivashya Nitam Bandritva Paratala Abhyam Bhuvan Avashtabhya Tishtet Kanchasanam Bhavati. Okay, now entering into Bhairuvasana. Now in Bhairuvasana, what you're going to be doing? You're going to be sitting in a squatting position, but your heels are going to be chucked near your perineum. So you're going to be keeping the heels together. You're going to be keeping your heels together. So you're going to be tucking your heels near your perineum. So basically both your feet are going to be placed right next to each other, and you're going to be placing it in front of your perineum, and you're going to be coming onto your feet, and you're going to be clasping your hands around the legs. Yes, and you're going to be reaching your hands, clasping your hands behind in the Parishamudra, behind the back in the Parishamudra. Keep your spine straight, balance yourself over here. So if you're not able to place your feet flat, you can come onto your toes. It's okay. Yes. If you're not able to if you're not able to balance while your feet is flat on the mat, you can come onto your tip of your toes. That's fine. Clenching the perineal floor, Mulabandha, gaze at your nose. Visualize Lord Kalabhairava in your inner space. In Bhairavasana. दो पगा की ताल की माहिर कोर मिलाही पना उक्रमा दुबई से दोनों येरी यो निष्तराशे दो हाथ पीती पाचे आनी कागसी करी कटी पकदी राशे दृष्टि नाभिराशे. Okay, now entering into Varahasana in the same position, sitting in the lower squat position, and you're going to be raising your hands up, placing your forearms behind the back, keeping the palms together in the Namaskara Mudra. Clenching the perineal floor, Molabandha, gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself as Varaha, the boar incarnation of Mahavishnu in your inner space. In Varahasana. For this, your feet is flat on the mat. Yes. Varahasana. Varahasana. Pagatali kama hilikor vilayi pana ukdve se yeri moladai niche rashe changa chid anguli chari antra हाथ दो वो कंधा परे आनी मोरा हाथेली अंगुली काट लगावे. Okay, now entering into Prishtasana. So what you're going to be doing in Prishtasana, you're going to be stand tall. You're going to be lowering yourself such where your buttocks are almost the same level as your knees. And you're going to be holding on to your big toes with your index and middle finger together in Prana Mudra. Visualize your spine as a resilient bridge, arcing gracefully with strength and flexibility. Clenching the perineal floor, Mula Bandha, engaging the Jiva Chalakumbhaka. So inhale, hold the breath. Visualize the prana which you just took in is going through all the parts of your body. Slowly exhale, clenching the perineal floor, Mula Bandha in Prishtasana. अत उत्तासनानि पार्श्वीद्वय सम्मील्य स्थित्वा नितम्बं जानुप्रदेशे आनीय तिष्ठेत् पृष्ठासनं भवति. Okay, now we're going to be entering into a little advanced asana which is Bhakasana. So again, you're in this position where you're already in a squatting position, right? You're going to be spreading your fingers palm, okay? There's few tips we would like to give you for all the participants that can actually help you in doing the asana, okay? First thing, when you are coming onto an asana where you're going to be balancing onto your hands, onto your palms, spread your fingers wide apart, okay? So when you're coming onto your palms, where you're balancing onto your palms, onto your wrist, spread your fingers wide apart, okay? And for this asana, what you're going to be doing, there's two ways in which all of you can do. So we're going to be So we're going to be teaching you how to do it. We're going to be guiding you. So first thing, the first tip over here for all the participants is spread your fingers wide apart onto the mat. Okay? And you're going to be leaning yourself forward. When you're leaning yourself forward, you're going to be observing the knees. Your knee, you can see over here, your knee is going to be coming onto your arms. Are all for understanding? So basically, your hands are in front of your knees. They're not outside of your knees. They're in, yes, your hands are in. So, and your knees comes onto your arms. Can you because all the participants come to this position? Yes. Then, you're going to be leading yourself forward. First, balance. Feel the pressure because your whole wrist is going to be carrying your whole weight of your body, right? So you lean yourself. It's okay even if you're not able to lift off from the mat. It's okay. But I want your wrist to feel the weight. Once you feel okay, you're able to balance, you feel like, okay, I can lift my body. Lift one leg at a time. Yes. Lift one leg at a time. All of you should get the breakthrough in this asana. Come on. Yes? Got it? That's great. Are all the participants understanding? Yes. Slowly lift one at a time. No need to lift both legs at a time. No. If you feel you can, go ahead, do it. No problem. But lift one leg at the time. It's okay. Even if you lift little bit also, it's fine. Yes, that's Bakasana. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha. Visualize yourself. Visualize a crow in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Bakasana. Okay, because all the participants just come into position. Let's do it together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and lift. Bakasana. हस्ताभ्याम अम्निवष्टभ्य जानुद्वयं नाभो सम्मील्य जंगारुणी संस्थाप्य तिष्ठेत् बकासनं भवति. Okay, that's nice. Now enter into the next asana, which is Shushtanga Kapali Asana. So we're going to be entering into the headstand position. Take a support of a partner or have a wall. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be making your, okay, when it comes to a headstand position, always remember to keep your head and your hands in a tripod position because that will actually give you balance for you to do the asana. Okay? So first you're going to be bringing your head down. So you're not going to be placing your forehead or the back side of your head. No. This part, the front part of your head, you're going to be placing it on the mat. In front of you, basically in front of your chest, you're going to be placing your hands. Okay? You're not going to be spreading it wide apart, nor you're going to be spreading it closer in. No. Shoulder width. Okay? Now, lift your hips up, tuck your toes. Have a partner when you're doing this asana when you're trying, okay? Now, what you're going to be doing over here? You're going to be walking your feet forward slowly. Slowly going to keep you walk feet forward. You'll come to a position where your back becomes straight. If you observe, okay, come little forward, no? Other way. Come little back. I just want to show them how your back becomes straight when you walk forward. No. I mean, like You should before you walk. Let's just come to the same stage. Okay. See, observe over here. Your back is not straight. So you can see over here, your back is actually in an angle. It's not straight. You're going to be walking your feet forward. Once you keep walking your feet forward, slowly your back becomes straight. Are all of you observing? Okay. Yes. So your body becomes straight. Once your back is straight, slowly lift one leg at a time. You now get that balance. When you keep your back straight, that's like a key. That's like a cue for you to lift your body a little bit. That means that your body is prepared, to lift your legs up. Slowly lift one leg at a time and raise it up, straighten it, and you're going to be bringing your legs in the Padmasana, where your right foot comes on the left thigh and the left foot comes on the right thigh in Padmasana. Gaze at your nose, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, keeping your hands as your hands are engaged in Shambhi Mudra. Repeat in the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva in throat center in Shushtanga Kapali Asana. You're going to be gazing at your nose. Gaze at your nose in Shushtanga Kapali Asana. Those are the participants who are going through their monthly cycle, or if you're pregnant, please restrain yourself from doing the asana. Shushtanga Kapali Asana. Asana Kaugana Kapala Acha Hoyi. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's great. Let's now enter the next asana, which is Guptasana. In Guptasana, you're going to be sitting on your heels, and bring your knees together. Placing your hands, you respect the knees in the Shambhi Mudra. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself seated in the secret seat, where Paramashiva and your Guru is radiating the presence within your inner space. Gaze at your nose. In Guptasana, जानवोरन्तरे पाद कृत्वा पादौ च गोपयेत् पादोपरि च संस्थाप्य गुदं गुप्तासनं विदुः. Okay, so here comes an interesting asana for all of us. Okay, it's a very interesting asana. Okay, let's all do it together. Stand tall. It's very easy only. It's really easy. So stand tall. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be starting this with your right leg. Okay. So placing your left leg firmly on the mat, lift your right leg up, and you're going to be holding on to big toes with your index and middle finger together, Pranavadra. So here is interesting factor. You're going to be rotating your leg in a clockwise manner. Yes. Yes. Okay. There's two ways where you can do this asana. One, gracefully you can move around. The other way is, like with jump. Jump gives you momentum for you to move. So you can jump and move as well. Whichever way you're comfortable with. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, engage in the Sahaja Kumbhaka. We're going to be inhaling, breathing deeply. Inhale, hold the breath, and exhale as slowly as possible. Look forward, visualize yourself as the Dhruvatara, the pole star in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Dhruvasa. Come on, can I request all the participants to do it? In a count of 3, let's all do it together, okay? Getting the positions. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and start. ध्रुवासना एकेन हस्तेनेन्द्ररूपस्य एकस्य पादस्य अग्रं दत्त्वा इतरपात्रं भूमौ निधाय त्रयाभ्रमणं कर्तव्यं ध्रुवासनं भवति. Okay, that's nice. So we're going to be repeating Dhruvasana again on the other side. Let's all repeat Dhruvasana on the other side again. So this time you're going to be lifting your left foot up. Come on, let's do it together. Yes. Dhruvasana. एकेन हस्तेनन्दरूपस्य एकस्य पादस्य अग्रं दत्त्वा इतरपादतलं भूमौ निधाय त्वरया भ्रमणं कर्तव्यं ध्रुवासनं भवति. Okay, that is a very interesting asana. How many of you enjoyed it? Okay. So ending, okay, here comes an advanced asana for all of us. So, can you do it? That's fine. So this is the you're going to be entering into an advanced asana. First, the acharya is going to be demonstrating for all of you. Then we're going to be guiding all of you how to do the asana. Please do it. Yeah, sit down. Yeah, sit down and stand up. At least if not at least like bend down and you get down. Placing your leg behind your leg. Okay, so basically what you're going to be doing, you're going to be placing one foot. Let's start with your right side first. You're going to be placing your right foot behind your neck. Keeping your spine straight, you're going to be alternating between standing and sitting. Okay, so let's all try. So first, let's try to put our leg behind our neck. In whichever position you are, I request all participants, do not worry. Okay, one thing I like to say before we enter into asanas, for all the participants in KAILASA Guinea-Bissau and in KAILASA Tiruvannamalai, if you need any help in doing any of the yogasanas, feel free to reach out to our co-acharyas. They're out here to help and support you in doing the asana. Now, if you're a viewer who's watching us live on YouTube, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and we will immediately respond to you in the live comment section, guiding and supporting you in doing the asana. So feel free if you want any help, if you're a viewer watching us live and want any help in doing the asana, leave a comment below and immediately we'll guide you and support you in doing the asana. Okay, let's now come back in doing the asana now. So first, what all of you are going to be doing, let's start with the right leg. You're going to be taking your right leg, you're going to be placing it behind your neck. I want to request all participants, there's two ways to do this. One way, either through behind your neck, basically through your ears, you can place your leg behind your neck. Or on top, placing your foot from the top and placing behind your neck is also one way. So there's two ways in which you can do this asana comfortably. All I want all of you to do is take your leg, you're going to be placing it behind your neck in a place where you are going to feel the stretch. When you feel the stretch happening, understand your muscles are getting trained into doing the asanas. Because your body is not, your muscles, it's not hardwired for you to do all this sequence. But do not worry, at the end of 1 month, you're going to be experiencing a breakthrough in this aspect. Okay? So request all of you now to take your foot. Wherever, whichever position you are, either first try to attempt to place your leg at least on your right ear. Place it there. And then you're going to be sitting down, just bend little bit, and then you get up. Clenching the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. You're going to be visualizing as Trivikrama in your inner space, looking forward in Trivikramasana. Come on, I request all of you to try. एकेन पादेन स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं ताण्डवासनं भवति ग्रीवाय पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति. Okay, that's nice. Now you're going to be repeating the same asana on the other side. Let's now do the same asana on your left side now. Okay? Now lift your left leg up. You're going to be placing it at your ear. Sit down and get up. Clenching the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Look forward in Trivikramasana. ग्रीवायं पादं संस्थाप्य स्थातव्यम् उत्थातव्यं त्रिविक्रमासनं भवति. Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. See, whenever you get the breakthrough, celebrate it. Okay. Okay, now entering into the next asana, which is Vrikshasana Dve. So here, okay, now entering into Vrikshasana Dve. So you're going to be entering into a handstand position. This is an inverted asana. So again, for all the female participants and female viewers watching us live right now, if you're in a monthly cycle or if you're pregnant, please restrain yourself from doing the asana. So now, in Vrikshasana Dve is nothing but you're coming to a handstand. So one thing over here, first, place your fingers on the mat, nicely spread it apart. One thing also over here I want to tell for all the participants, you're going to be gripping onto the floor, literally as like how you're grabbing the floor. So you're going to be grabbing the floor with your fingers spread apart. And then kick your leg up, balance. As your hands in a Shambhi Mudra, clenching the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, visualize yours as a mighty tree. In your inner space, repeat the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva in throat center in Vrikshasana Dve. You can take the support of a partner to do it, or you can take the support of your wall also and doing the asana in Vrikshasana Dve. सप्तचक्रक्षालनाय वृक्षास्त्र विशेषकान् जननेन्द्रदाध्याय कोलभेदान् समभ्यसेत्. Now, in the same position, you're going to be gazing at your third eye, clenching the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Gaze at your third eye. Visualize stages, radiant life energy in Shubhavasana. दो पग जोड़ी माही गुरुप मिलाही बो होए दो वहाती जोड़ी संपत्ति करे आकादिश सूदो पसरे मस्तका नीचे रखे दृष्टि तिगुति आसन सुतेज बहरे. Okay. Okay. Come on, we have more asanas left to be done. Let's all do together. Now entering into next asana, which is Matsyasana. So you're going to be doing a little bit of strengthening. Okay, you're going to be doing a little bit of strengthening for you to do the asanas. See, one thing over here, I would like to tell all the participants in Nithyananda Yoga, you get flexibility and strengthening. You get both. Okay, so this is Nithyananda Yoga. So you're going to be coming to a plank position. Please come to a plank position. What you're going to be doing over here, you're going to be doing the push-ups. But this is Matsyasana Dve. Similar to push-ups, what you're going to be doing, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a fish, which is fluid and alert. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be going down and getting up. Okay? So let's start. Let's do 15 of this. Okay? Let's all do together. 3, 2, 1, and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, you can do some more just for you to do pramana. Okay. In Matsyasana Dve. Nijjan Shailankur Paro Pashvabhagyam Mudra Kritva Hastadalabhyam Bhuvan Avastabhya Varam Varam Udalam Kuryat Matsyasanam Bhavati. Okay, that's great. Now, laying down on your stomach. In Sarpasana, you're going to be placing your hands onto your hips. And what you're going to be doing, you're going to be lifting your chest up and you're going to be stretching your torso from side to side as if moving like a snake. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a serpent in your inner space, engage in Sajja Kumbhaka. Inhale, hold the breath, and exhale. In Sarpasana Dve. Lujjashayనం कृत्वा हस्तनितंबं संस्थाप्य पादो दिगीकृत्य सम्मीलयन् उरसा गत्वा सर्पासनं भवति. Okay. Now entering into Niralambanasana, you're going to be bringing the elbows in front of you and resting your chin onto your palms in the Padma Mudra. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself suspended in perfect balance. In Niralambanasana, you're going to be engaging in the molar bandha. Karabhyam pankajam kritva tishte korparaya shuddhihi mukhamunnamunan nucche niralambanamasana niralambana yogi syat niralambanamasanam niralambanata dhyanam niralambanamasana. Okay, so now you're going to be entering into a set of asanas. You're going to be bending your back. It's going to be great. You'll feel really good with it, okay? So what you're going to be doing, entering into Chakrasana. Placing your palms flat on the mat, lifting your chest up, and you're going to be bending your knees forward. Okay. One tip I would like to give for all the participants over here, spread your knees wide apart. Don't, yes, you can spread, actually open up your knees. Don't keep your knees together, open up your knees. That will actually give you a more balance, to bend your back more. So you're going to be arcing your back, raising your chin, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as an unshakable pillar. Feel the stretch happening at your back. I request all participants to feel the stretch. Now, what will help you for the stretch is breathing in the pranayama. So, inhale, hold the breath, and exhale comfortably in the Sajja Kumbhaka. Look forward in Chakrasana Dve. Feel the stretch happening. Ardhyasana stitva hastadalabhyam bhuvan avastabhya nuyat chatrasanam bhavati. Okay. Now, coming into a counter pose, where you're going to be coming onto your knees. Stretch the hands in front of you. Bring your forehead towards the ground. Relaxing your whole back in Vajrasana Trini. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha. Gaze at your nose. Visualizing yourself as a protective umbrella in your inner space. As you keep your hands in Shambhu Mudra in Vajrasana Trini. Danda Padma Paladvaja Vira Vajrasamanitu Asananisda Kurya Sudirghe Rechapurakai. Okay. Now, raise yourself up, entering into Meshasana. Now, you're going to be tucking your toes, lifting your hips up. And what you're going to be doing over here, you're going to be striking your mat. Striking your mat one at a time with your hands. Don't strike such where you're going to hurt your hands, but yeah. You're going to be nicely striking your mat one hand at a time, visualizing yourself as a fearless, strong ram in your inner space, clenching the pain floor Mula Bandha in Meshasana. Come on, I request all of you to do. You're a very powerful ram right now. गजासनं सितो एकैकं बाहुं भूमौ ताडयेत् मेषासनं भवति. Okay, now entering into the next asana, which is Ajasana. Okay, this is actually an easy asana. This is a dynamic asana. It is a dynamic asana. Okay, so it's easy asana. Don't worry, it's easy. It's a dynamic asana. So we're going to be showing all of you how to do it. So first, Acharya is going to be demonstrating. Then we're going to be guiding all of you how to do it. Come on, start. Okay, so basically what you're going to be doing, placing your hands firmly on the mat. You're going to be taking your legs up and bending down. While your legs are up in the air, you're going to be lowering your forehead down. Sure. Please put fall back. Please put fall back. Okay, so all the participants understanding, it's a dynamic asana. So, as you kick your leg up, you're going to be lowering your forehead down. Yes. Clenching the pelvic floor Mulabandha, visualize yourself as timeless, unborn. In Ajasana. Gajasan sito padadram mantrakalya kritva mastakena bhusvishva ajasanam bhavati. Yes. Now, entering the next asana, which is Dhanantarasana. Now, you're going to be sitting on your heels, keep your knees together in front of you. You will be placing your hands on the respective knees in the Shambhavi Mudra. What you're going to be doing, you're going to be engaging a new pranayama right now, which is the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, where you're going to be slightly contracting your throat. Inhale through your nose and exhale, producing the sound of an ocean. When you're exhaling the breath, you're going to be producing sound of an ocean. This is the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Clenching the pain for Mulabandha, gaze at your nose, visualizing yourself as Dhanvantari, the divine healer in your inner space in Dhanantarasana. Purava Vidipahadiki Kakasisya Pana Shara Modi, Pagaki Anguyagri Medulagave. Okay. Now entering into Angamottanam. So we're going to be doing a nice stretch for your shoulders. Okay. In the same position, you're going to be interlacing your fingers behind the back in the Shambhavi Mudra. And what you're going to be doing, you're going to be nicely, you're going to be sweeping your chest wide, so nicely opening them up, moving your leg, hands from side to side, and then get up. Visualize yourself with extended limbs with immense flexibility flowing through every joint and tendon. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in repeating the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva in throat center in Angamottamam. Hastayor Anguli Bhadva Hastayor Madhya Sarvangam Nishkashayitva Tishtet Angamottanam Bhavati. Okay. Now entering into Garudasana Chatwari. Now you're going to be sitting on the ground where your heels are next to your hips. Placing your hands in respect to knees in the Shambhavi Mudra. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualize yourself as Lord Garuda in your inner space. Gaze at your nose in Garudasana Chatwari. Jangorubhyamdaram pidya stirkayo vijanuna janu parikara gandam Garudasana muchyate. Now entering into Ananda Mandirasana. So now you're going to be sitting on the soles of your feet, knees spread wide apart. You're going to be holding on to your respective ankles in the Shambhavi Mudra. Gazing at your third eye, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualize yourself immersed in the blissful space of a temple in your inner space in Ananda Mandirasana. Yes. Adavakshe Veeranatha Ananda Mandirasanam Yakrutva Amaro Dhiro Bhavatyeheda Sadakaha. Now, enter into Mandukasana Dve. The same position, you're going to be sitting on the soles of your feet. Sitting on the soles of your feet, you're going to be reach back with both your hands to hold the soles of your feet. Okay. So you're going to be holding the soles of your feet with your respective soles. Your hands are going to be holding with the respective soles. And you're going to engage in the Mandiki Mudra, which is you're going to be moving, closing your mouth, and you're going to be moving the tongue in your mouth itself. You're going to be engaging Uddiyana Bandha, you're going to be pulling your stomach in and up, visualizing yourself as a frog in your inner space in Mandukasana Dve. Prishtam Sampira Gulphabhyan Janvange Salyakritihi Hasto Padatalokshipto Mandukam Padadosharute. Okay, now entering into Narasimhasana. Now you're going to be sitting on your heels, toes tucked, placing your hands on the mat in front of you in a Shambhavi Mudra. Gaze at your nose, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha. What are you going to be doing? Gaze at your nose. Inhale and exhale, sticking your tongue out. Visualizing yourself as a lion in your inner space in visualizing yourself as Narasimha in your inner space in Narasimhasana. अथ नरसिंहासन द्रौपनापाली होई वैसे येदी मेरा गोदा निवेसे समशरीर नीका तहरावे नासा अग्रदृष्टि को याबे. Okay. Now, entering into Bhishrakasana. You're going to be sitting on toes tucked, sit on your heels, spread your knees wide apart. You're going to be placing your thumb under your teeth, under your upper palate, while the rest of the four fingers you're going to be closing onto your nose. Yes. This is a Vishrika Kumbhaka, where you're going to be inhaling through the right nostril and exhale through your nose. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualize yourself as Devi, presiding over any fears in your life. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, gaze with your nose in Vishrakasana. दो प्रकार की ये दी जोड़ी गोदा पनावान पुरी होई गोदा जंग अदर कर रखे आधे वाइसी विदा के. Okay, now entering into a very interesting asana now, which is the Makadasana. So in Makadasana, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be bringing your hands onto your armpits and you're going to be scratching like a monkey. Visualizing yourself as a playful monkey. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, gaze at your third eye in Makadasana. देवो पगतली संपदा आने तिनकी बिष्टि नो परिताने मूलक द्वार एक ध्यान परिल्यावे मोदहता ऊंचा तहरावे. Yes. Now enter the next asana, which is Vajrasangarasana. Now, coming on your toes, lifting your knees up from the mat, you're going to be clasping your hands behind the back, holding onto your respective elbows. Gaze at your nose, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself embodying strength like a diamond in your inner space. As engaging in the Ujjayi Kumbhaka, contract your throat, inhale, hold your breath, exhale, producing the sound of an ocean in Vajrasangarasana. प्रथम पना पानी होई वैसे देवु ये दी गुदा निवेसे गोदा उभरा के धीरे आधे वाय पसारे धीरे. Okay, relax. Enter into the next asana, which is Khanjanasana. In Khanjanasana, you're going to be sitting where your toes are tucked. Come onto your heels, placing your hands on this. You're going to be placing your hands on the mat in the Shambhi Mudra. Clenching the belly, you're going to be engaged in the Uddiyana Bandha, where you're going to pull your stomach in and up. Gaze at your nose. Visualize yourself having the perfect health, where you're beyond any kinds of ailments and diseases in your life in Khanjanasana. Khanjanasana yakritva sushchiro bhavet prishte padadvyam bhadva hasto bhumo pradarayet. Now entering into Kurmasana, the same position, place your hands on your respective knees in the Kurma. Okay. And you're going to be engaging in the Kurma Mudra, where you're going to be maintaining focus, the inner focus, and remaining alert without any tension. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, gaze at your nose, visualizing yourself as a turtle in your inner space in Kurmasana. Gulpo Chivirsayasyado Yukramena Samahito Jujikayushro Grivam Kurmasramati. Now entering into next asana, which is Yogasana. As you're sitting on as you're tucking your heels, sitting on your toes are tucked, sitting on your heels. Visualize yourself united with the divine in Yogasana. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, gaze at your nose in Yogasana. Godam niyamya gulpabhyam yukramela samahitaha. Now entering into Viyogasana. Now coming into kneeling position. Your ankles are crossed behind you. And you're going to be placing your hands on your respective ankles in the Shambhi Mudra. Clenching the peripheral Molabandha, gaze at your third eye, visualize in a space of oneness, eternal oneness. As you repeat the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in throat center in Viyogasana. गोदाम वाल उभय होई गोदा आधारा खेदोई दचपाद के पानी रहावे पनो वाम गोद दिगिल्यावे. Okay, now entering into the next asana, which is Ushtrasana Dve. Now uncross your feet. You're going to be coming to kneeling position, leaning yourself backward, holding on to your respective heels in Ushtrasana. As you keep your hands in Shambhi Mudra, visualizing yourself as a camel in your inner space, clenching the peripheral Molabandha, repeating the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in throat center in Ushtrasana Dve. Yes. Can you all pass nicely bend your back? Yes. You're going to be touching onto your heels. Meridanta Granti Dhara Samifpari Sufman Kapoto Ushtrasana Abhyasam Kurya Mihita Asanaha. Okay, now relaxing yourself, entering into the next asana, which is Jati Asana. In Jati Asana, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be lowering your back onto the mat. You're going to be placing your hands holding on to your respective feet, and you're going to be placing the crown of your head onto the mat. Clenching the peripheral Molabandha, you're going to be looking at your navel center. Visualizing yourself as a lotus which is fully bloomed in Jati Asana. Jati Asana. अतः जात्यासना देवो येदी संपद करे सोले मूले द्वारि तरिधेरे पना पान के दोई बैसे बहुरी पिष्टी दिशि करे छु ऐसे. Okay, now raise yourself up, entering into the next asana, which is Viratasana. Viratasana is actually a little dynamic asana. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be sitting in between your legs. Okay, so you're going to be holding on to your feet. So you're going to be laying down and getting up. Lay down and get up. Clenching the peripheral Molabandha, looking at your navel center. Engaging the Ujjayi Kumbhaka. Inhale. Hold a breath. Contract your throat. Exhale. Producing the sound of an ocean in Viratasana. जंगे पृष्ठे भूमनुधाय जंगोधर्य उर्नी संस्थाप्य पृष्ठे वंशम वारं वारं विषेत विरतासनं भवति. Okay, here you're going to be entering into a nice stretch for your back in Kapotasana. Please have a partner when you're doing this asana or have like a wall support. Coming to kneeling position, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be lifting your chest and your hips up. Now you're going to place your forearms on the ground, grasping on your heels behind. Then slowly lowering your head between your feet in Kapotasana. Visualizing yourself as a beautiful pigeon in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral Molabandha, look forward in Kapotasana. To bring your forearms on the ground. Try it's okay. Yeah. What you can do, you can also have take a support of a partner. So what your partner can do, your partner can support you from the lower back. Can help you in lifting your lower back up while you're placing your forearms on the mat and holding on and grasping onto your heels. Yes, slowly bend.
No, I'm not okay with it. Okay, that's it.
Okay. In Kapotasana, Kapotasana. Merudanta Granti Dhari Samifpadi Sufkuman Kapoto Oshtan Samabhyasan Kuryan Mihita Asanaha. It's okay, no need to strain yourself.
It's not open.
Okay, now entering into Varasana. Coming to kneeling position, you will be crossing your arms, holding on to your opposite elbows in front of your chest. Kneeling position. Sorry. So come on to your knees. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualize you receiving boons from Paramashiva. Looking forward in Varasana. Janani bhumo samstapya hastabhyam bahu parasparam dritva saralam tishtet Varasanam bhavati. Now entering into the next asana, which is Varahasana Dve. Now toes are tucked, sit on your heels. You're going to be interlace your fingers and cupping into your fingers on your neck and lowering your head on the mat. Visualizing yourself as a boar in your inner space, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in Varahasana Dve. Surya Chandram Bejnan Asnani Khatyante Kupra Bhumo Stapyitva Janobhyam Avrimastabhya Hasto Mastakena Sanstapya Pashti Nibaddha Sanstapatishtet Varahasanam Bhavati. Now, lifting your hips up, raising your leg up straight in Mundasana. Coming into a headstand position, gazing at your nose, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself as a locked tree in your inner space in Mundasana. Gaze at your nose, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in Mundasana. Adho mukhasanam vakshe sarvesham praninam sukham urdhamarke pade dhatva dhariyan marutam siddhihi. Okay, relaxing, entering into Andasana now. Now, in the same position, what you're going to be doing, you're coming into a. Okay, you're going to be tucking your toes, sitting on your heels, bring your knees on the mat. You're going to be placing your hands in your respective ears and keeping your forehead on the ground. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualize yourself entering into profound darkness, which is calm and embracing. Gaze at your nose in Andasana. You're going to be placing your hands on your ears. प्रथम पगतली समेत हेरावे कोरमाहुली उबे मिलावे पना पालिक दो करे बैसे दो यदि गुदा निवेसे. Now coming into Shalabhasana, Viparita Shalabhasana. Now lay down on your stomach. You're going to be extending the hands in front of you, lifting your chest and your thighs up. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself as a locust in your inner space in Viparita Shalabhasana. Shalabhasana Bedasya Databerunda Namake Gandha Berunda Sahite Shishadhandasanam Tata. Okay, now relaxing yourself, entering into Kapalasana. Now you're going to be placing the palms facing up under your thighs. Now you're going to be lifting only your thighs up, visualizing a skull in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral Molabandha in Kapalasana. Kapalam bhumo nidhaya urdhvam padam nayet kapalasanam bhavati.
You can do.
Okay, now entering into Akashaka Potasana. Now what you're going to be doing, please take a support of a partner. So basically what you're going to be doing, you're going to be your hands in the same position. You're going to be lifting your legs up and bending your back, bringing the legs in the front. Visualizing yourself as a dove in your inner space, clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Akasha Kapotasana.
Slowly push.
Okay. So this is Akasha Kapotasana. Please take a support of your partner so that your partner can support you in bending your legs. Yes. Akasha Kapotasana. उष्ट्रासने स्थित्वा चरणो भूमौ उत्थाप्य मस्तकोपरि नीत्वा पृष्ठप्रदेशेन भूमिं स्थापयेत् आकाशकपोतं भवति. Okay. Yes. Take a photo. Take a photo.
She's the most flexible.
Okay. Now entering into the next asana, which is Chatakasana. Now coming into contact pose. Now you're going to be sitting on your knees, placing the forearms on the mat, looking straight, head up, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a sparrow in your inner space in Chatakasana. कूर्परापर्यन्त हस्तोधरम् अवष्टभ्य जाननेनाभ संकुच्य तिष्ठेत् चतकासनं भवति. Okay. Now, entering to Vrishchikasana Dve. Okay, one tip for all the participants, if you're on your forearms, look up, look straight. If on your palms, you're going to be looking between your palms. Okay? So now all of you are going to be doing the asana onto your forearms. So look straight in front of you. What you're going to be doing, with the support of a partner, you're going to be lifting your legs up and bending your legs forward in Vrishchikasana Dve. Yes. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a scorpion in your inner space. Engaging the Sahajakumbhaka. Inhale, hold the breath, and exhale in Vrishchikasana Dve. वृश्चिव पुच्छ परिमांग्रिपाश्नि दित्वा शशीरे चिबकं विदायकौ यत्रे निशान्द्रस्य साधकस्त्वा विशावहं वृश्चिक संयमासनम्. Okay, relaxing. Entering the next asana, which is Vrishasana. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be bringing your right heel towards your perineum, And your left foot, you're going to be turning your ankles outwards and placing the heel, toes pointing outwards. Placing your palms on the mat in the placing your hands on the mat, you're going to be engaging in the Vaishnava Mudra, where you're going to be focusing on the inner awareness through your eyes, keeping your soft and steady. Visualizing yourself as a bull in your inner space, clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Vrishasana. याम गोल्पे पाद मूले वाम भागे पदेतरम विपरीतं स्पृशेत भूमं वृषासनमिदं भवेत्. Now entering into Lolasanam. Now placing your hands on the mat beside your body, you're going to be lifting your legs up and balancing in Lolasanam. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Lolasanam. लोलासनं सदा कुर्यात् वायुलोलापघातनात् स्थिरवायुप्रसादेन स्थिरचेता भवेत् धृतम्. Yes. Now let's repeat Vrishasana on the other side. So you're bringing your left heel towards your perineum and your right leg, you're going to be turning it outwards, toes pointing out. Placing your hands firmly on the mat in the clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a bull in your inner space in Vrishasana. याम गोल्पे पाद मूले वाम भागे पतेतरम विपरीत स्पृशेत भूमिं वृषासनमिदं भवेत्. Okay. Now entering the next asana, which is Balagunasana. Now you're going to be sitting on your left heel. Sit on your left heel. Your right foot is placed on the mat and your heel and your knee is raised. You're going to be placing your hands in respect to knees in Shambhavi Mudra, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as Balagunahi. In Balagunasana. Asana Kaugana Jalabikara Jayi. Now, entering into Grahasana. In Grahasana, what you're going to be doing? You're going to be sitting in a squatting position and you're going to be sliding your elbows between your thighs and placing it around your ankles. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as the entire planet Earth in your inner space. As you're now going to be entering the Chantaranga Kumbhaka, which is you're going to be drawing the breath fully in, strongly, and holding it light, and exhale. So you're going to be breathing once, and you slowly exhale in Grahasanam. पालकले भूमो संस्थाप्य जानुमध्ये कोपो स्थाप्य हस्ताभ्यां गुल्पप्रदेशं धृत्वा तिष्ठेत् ग्रहासनं भवति. Now let's repeat Balagunasana on the other side. So this time you're going to be sitting on your right heel, raising the left knee up, placing your hands in respect to knees in Shambhavi Mudra, clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Balagunasana. Visualize Balagunahi in your inner space in Balagunasana. Asana Kaugana Jalabikara Jayi. Okay. Now entering into the next asana, which is Utkatasana. Now coming onto your toes, placing the knees together. Place your hands on your respective knees in the Shambhavi Mudra. Clenching the peripheral molar. You're going to be engaged with Dhyana Bandha, pulling your stomach in and up. Visualizing yourself as a chair in your inner space. Repeat in a japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam in throat center in Utkatasana. Yujja spijo stitva urajano yuktasane padadro pari snigdha abha manak uttarakan kandaranyam Asprisha Pitan Spitimuka Takyam. Entering into Varahasana, the same position, sitting on your heels, you're going to be spreading your knees wide apart. You're going to be holding on to your respect on the opposite elbows behind the back. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as an indestructible weapon, a spiritual community in Vajra Sangarasana. प्रतिमा पना पानी जैसे दो यदि गुदा निवेशे गोदा उबे राखे तीर आधे वाय पसारे धीर. Entering into Anilasana. Now you're going to be placing your hands under your feet. So basically you're going to be standing on your feet. Visualizing yourself, you're living from air alone. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, gaze at your nose in Anilasana. दो हाथ बो परितानी कहोनी जाति ना बला गाने पना दो ऐसे विधि करे पिष्टि हथेली की परिधेरे. Okay, now entering into Padukasana. Now you're going to be you're going to be raising your hips up, placing your hands on your feet. You're going to be basically covering your feet, basically your whole palms, is covering the toes. You're going to be walking slowly forward and back, bending your knees, visualizing yourself, you're walking the length and breadth of Bharat in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha in Padukasana. हस्ततयो पादले कृत्वा तिष्ठे गच्छेत् पादुकासनं भवति. Okay. Now here comes into dynamic asana, which is Kudodana. Now placing your hands on your mat, you're going to be lifting your legs up and relax. You're going to be jumping both the legs up and bring it down. Visualizing yourself as a rooster, which wakes you up 4 a.m. in the morning which aligns you to the Brahma Muhurta Yoga. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a rooster, and you repeat the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashiva in throat center in Kukkudodana. Come on, I request all the participants to do. It's easy asana only. Just you need to jump, lifting your legs both up and bring it down. That's all. Yes, Kukkudodana. हस्ततले भूमो कृत्वा पादले च ऊर्ध्वमधानं कृत्वा भूमो पठेयते इतं पुनः पुनः कुर्यात् कुक्कुदोदानं भवति. Now entering into Viparita Nrityasana. So first, the acharyas are going to be demonstrating for all of you. Then we're going to be guiding all of you how to do the asana. Okay, so that's the asana. Okay, enter into Viparita Nityasana. So please take the support of a partner for you to do this. So you're going to be placing your hands on the mat, lifting your legs up, and you're going to be
手还在地上走两圈，手在地上动起来。
shifting the weight by slightly lifting your hands one at a time. Yes. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself free and unbound in Viparita Nityasana. हस्ततलाभ्याम भूम अवस्थभ्य ऊर्ध्व पादाग्रे कुर्वन् हस्ततलाभ्याम नर्तनं कर्तव्यं विपरीत नृत्यं भवति. Yes, that's nice. Okay, now entering into Kunjarasana. Stand tall. Okay, you're going to be standing, leaning yourself forward, placing your right hand on the mat while you place your left hand onto your ears. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself as an elephant drinking water in Kunjarasana. Ata vakshe mahadeva Kunjarasana muttamam karane ekena padhabhyam bhumotishte shirahkaraha. Now repeating Kunjarasana on the side, switch the position of your hands. अत वक्षे महादेव कुञ्जरासनमुत्तमं करेण एकेन पादाभ्यां भूमोत्तिष्ठे शिरःकरः. Now enter into next asana, which is Kadambasana. Now you're going to be coming into a squatting position and you're going to be holding on to your respective ankles. Yes. Standing on your feet, you're going to be lifting your hips, you're going to be lifting your buttocks up. You're going to be holding on to your respective ankles in Shambhe Mudra. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself as a sacred Kadamba flower in your inner space in Kadambasana. पाष्णेभ्यः भूम अवष्टभ्य हस्तद्वयेन गुल्प धृत्वा तिष्ठेत् कदम्बासनं भवति. Okay, now entering into Pavana Muktasana. Now placing your feet flat on the mat, you're going to be wrapping your hands around the leg, holding on to your respective arms, so opposite arms. Visualize you're releasing all the excess vata, air from your being, from your body. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in Pavana Muktasana. द्वयोस्तपादयोः पाणिन् लात्वा सस्त्वनितम्बके जानुनि वक्षसि साधो भभ्रादिकरबन्धनैः. Entering into the next asana, which is Chakorasana. Now, so what you're going to be doing, first the Acharya is going to be demonstrating for all of you, then we're going to be doing the asana. Yes, so that's the asana. So what you're going to be doing, let's start with the right side. So you're going to be lifting one leg and placing it behind your neck. Okay? Let's all come in that position first. If you are yet to get a breakthrough in this, you can place your leg onto your shoulders. Place your hands on the mat in the Shambhe Mudra firmly. Lift your body up and extend the leg and extending the left leg straight. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, gazing at your third eye. In Chakorasana, visualizing yourself as a visualize your embodying serene balance in Chakorasana. पूर्वातनं चतुष्पादपीतं वज्रासनं तथा चकोरक्रौञ्चलभा भुजङ्गमपि वृश्चिकम्. Okay. Now entering into Dhanurasana Dve. So in Dhanurasana, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be bringing your left leg, you're going to be holding the left toes with your index and middle finger to your prana mudra, and you're going to be bringing it to your ear. While lean yourself forward, left hand holds the left toe. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as Paramashiva's bow in your inner space in Dhanurasana Dve. पादाङ्गुष्ठोदपालिभ्यां गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुराकर्षकाकृष्टं धनुरासनमीरितम्. Now entering into the next asana, which is Ashtavakrasana. Can you show this? Okay. So first the Acharya is going to be demonstrating for all of you, then we're going to be getting all the participants to do it. Come on, yes, so that's the asana. So first what you're going to be doing, you're going to be placing your right leg onto your shoulders. Okay? And you're going to be crossing your left foot on top. So you're going to be placing both your hands on the mat. First, I request all the participants, even if you're not able to stretch your legs out, I request all of you at least balance in this asana, lift yourself up. At least come into this position where you're able to lift your leg up. Yes. Visualizing yourself as such Ashtavakra in your inner space. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, look forward in Ashtavakrasana. वाशिष्ठमदकौण्डिन्यमुदकुकुरमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्. Entering into Pranasana. Now, you're going to be bringing your left foot to the right inner thigh while bringing your left knee on the mat. And you're going to be placing your right hand underneath the knee, placing the right hand on the mat, while your left hand places on the respective knee. Clenching, as your hands are engaged in Sajya Kumbhaka, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, gaze at your third eye, visualizing yourself as immortal, being sustained only on prana, in pranasana. एतत् प्रवेदं वक्ष्यामि करोति यस्य चामरः एकपादमुरभद्रा स्कन्धेन्यत् पादरक्षणम्. Okay, now entering into Paramashiva. So in this position, you're going to be bringing your left leg underneath the right leg and placing the left heel to the hips. Okay? And you're going to be bringing your left hand in front of the right knee. And you're going to be clasping your hands behind. You're going to be bringing your left hand underneath the right leg, underneath the right knee, and clasping into your right hand behind the back. In Maschendrasana, Parsha Maschendrasana, gaze at your third eye, visualize Maschendranatha in your inner space. In Parsha Maschendrasana. वामोर्मूलार्पितदक्षपादो झानोर्भरीव्येष दक्षदोषणा प्रगृह्यतिष्ठे परिवर्तिताङ्गः श्रीमत्सनातोडिदमासनं स्यात्. Okay, so let's now repeat the same series on the other side. So let's starting with Chakorasana. Let's start. So we're starting with Chakorasana. You're going to be bringing your left leg behind your neck. Or you can place it on your shoulders, placing your hands on the mat, lifting your body up, straightening the right leg. Gaze at the third eye in Chakorasana. पूर्वात्रं चतुष्पादपीतं वज्रासं तथा चकोरकाञ्चशलभाभुजङ्गमभिवृश्चिकम्. Now entering into Dhanurasana. Now you're going to be holding the toes of your left foot, bring it all the way to your left ear. When you lean yourself forward, holding on to your right hand, hold on to your right foot, clenching the pelvic floor Mula Bandha in Dhanurasana Dve. पादाङ्गुष्ठोदपानेभ्यः गृहीत्वा श्रवणावधि धनुराकर्षकाकृस्तं धनुरासनमीरितम्. Entering into Ashtavakrasana. Now you're going to be bringing the left leg on top of the left shoulder, placing your right foot on top of the left, placing both the hands on the mat in the Shambhavi Mudra. Lift yourself up and extending the feet straight in Ashtavakrasana. Visualize each Ashtavakra in your inner space, clenching the pelvic floor Mula Bandha, looking forward in Ashtavakrasana. वाशिष्ठमदिकौन्दिन्य मोदकुक्कुरमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्. Now entering into the next asana, which is Pranasana. Now you're going to be bringing your right foot onto the left inner thigh, placing the right knee on the mat. You're going to bring your left hand underneath the knee, placing it on the mat, on the ground, while your right hand places onto your knee. Gaze at your third eye, visualizing yourself as an immortal, living only on air, in Pranasana. एतत् प्रवेदमक्षामि करोति यस्य चामरः एकपादमुरोद्भद्रा स्कन्धेन्यत् पादरक्षणम्. Now entering into Parshvamachindrasana. Now you're going to be sliding the right leg underneath the left leg. You're bringing it all the way to the hips. You're going to be bringing your right hand in the front of your left knee, and you're going to be bringing the right hand underneath the knee and clasping onto your left hand behind the back in the Parshvamachindrasana. Gaze at your third eye, clenching the pelvic floor Mula Bandha. Visualize Maschindranatha in your inner space in Parshvamachindrasana. वामोर्मूलार्पितक्षपादो झानोर्भरीर्वेश दक्षदोषिणा प्रगश्यतिष्ठे परिवर्तिताङ्गः श्रीमत्सिद्धान्तोदितमासनं स्यात्. See, I see some of the participants are doing it like this. No. You're going to be your right hand, you're going to bring it in front of the left knee. Okay? And then you're going to be bending your right hand and you're going to be placing it inside the hole. Yes. Okay. Now enter into Ardha Paschimottanasana. Now you're going to be bringing your right heel towards your perineum, extending the left leg in front of you. Inhale, raise your hands up above the head. Exhale, leaning yourself forward, holding on to the left foot. Engage in a Mahamudra Bandha. Clench the pelvic floor Mula Bandha. Second, pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha. Third, tuck the chin to the chest in the Jandra Bandha. Visualizing yourself lengthening in Ardha Paschimottanasana. एकपादं प्रसार एकं पादस्य पाशेन सीवने सम्पीदद्य हस्तद्वयेन प्रसारित पादादृष्टिं धृत्वा जानुपुरी मस्तकं न्यसेत् अर्धपश्चिमदानं भवति. Now you're going to be bringing your right knee in the front and bring the right foot at the back. You're going to be clasping both the hands. You're going to be holding on to the left foot and extending the foot in front of you. Clenching the pelvic floor Mula Bandha, visualizing yourself as a crane in your inner space in Crown Chasana. उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं वितराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे. Now, let's now repeat this asana on the other side. Ardha Paschimottanasana on the other side, bringing your left heel towards your perineum. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, holding on to your right foot. Bring your forehead towards the knees. Engage in Mahamudra Bandha in Ardha Paschimottanasana. एकं पादं प्रसार्य एकं पादस्य पार्श्वीना सीवनी सम्पीदद्य हस्तद्वयेन प्रसारित पादाङ्गुष्ठं धृत्वा जानुपरि मस्तकं न्यसेत् अर्धपश्चिमतानं भवति. Now entering into Crouchasana. Now you're going to bringing your left leg outwards. You're going to be holding on to your right foot and extending the feet in front of you. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a crane in your inner space in Crouchasana. Uttarapadam Croucham cha Marichim Veerabhadrakam Yatarajam Trikonam cha Suptangushta Prasarane. Okay. Now, entering into the next asana, which is Swastikasana. Now, you're going to be sitting with both the soles of your feet tucked between the thighs and your calves. So almost like Padmasana, but it's not exactly. So you're going to be placing your toes between the thighs and your calves. Yeah. Place your hands in respective knees in Shambhe Mudra. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualize embodying peace, prosperity, well-being. As engaged in Jivachala Kumbhaka, which is inhale, hold the breath, visualize the prana is going through all the parts of your body. And you slowly exhale in Swastikasana. Gaze at your nose in Swastikasana. Jano vorantare samyak kritva padate ubhe rijikaya samasinah swastikam tat prachakshate. Now enter into Gorakshasana. In the same position, you're going to be placing your hands on the respective ankles. Placing both the hands on respective ankles. Tuck the chin to the chest in the Jandra Bandha. Visualize Goraksha in your inner space. Gaze at your nose in Gorakshasana. Jalo vorantare pada uttano vyakti samsita gulpo chachati hastabhyam uttanabhyam priyatitaha. Now entering the next asana, which is Bhagasana Dve. Now you're going to be pressing your left heel towards the perineum and bring your right foot on top of the left thigh. You're going to be engaging in the entering into Bhagasana, where you're going to be closing all your ears, eyes, and your nostrils. So you're going to be placing your thumb at your ears, your index and your middle finger on your eyes, your ring finger onto your nose, and your little finger onto your mouth. Clenching the peripheral molar bandha, gaze at your third eye, visualize a radiant sacred space of creation. In Bhagasana Dve. Vamapashnugram stapya dakshangram vamajanghane madhyamantara jangyam dushte nasadrishti kramat stitihi. Now in Yogasana Dve. Now sit in the Padmasana position, bringing your left heel on top of the left thigh, palms facing up on the ground in the Shambhe Mudra, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself dissolving into Swamiji. Gaze at your nose. You're going to be engaging the Kakachancha Kumbhaka, where you're going to be folding your tongue like a tube. Inhale through the tongue, exhale through your nose. In Yogasana Dve. Uttana charana kritva samstapya rajanuno asana upari samstapya chotanam kara yukmakam. Now entering into Urdhva Kukutasana. Now placing your hands on the mat, lifting your body up, balancing on the air, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha, visualizing yourself as a rooster in your inner space in Urdhva Kukutasana. वाशिष्ठमलकौन्दिन्यं मुदुकुकुरमेव च अष्टावक्रमतोत्तानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम्. Now entering into Siddha Haritli Asana. Now you're going to be placing your hands between your legs, placing both the hands on the mat, gazing at your nose, visualizing yourself adorned with celestial garland of lights in Siddha Haritali Asana. So you're going to be placing both the hands in front of your perineum in that gap. Yes. In Siddha Haritali Asana. प्रथमं पद्मासे कोकरे हस्तदोहु गोदा संधिधरे उबेहते भूदेव राके वोहचा गोद संधि मेमदाके. Now entering into next asana, which is Hamsasana. Now you're going to be placing your hands between the thighs and your calves. See this, when you're in Padmasana, there's 3 holes. Okay, so there's 2 holes in the sides and there's 1 hole in the middle. You're going to be placing your hands in the 2 holes which is this side, which is behind your leg, which is behind your foot. So place your hands over here. Nicely drop both the hands, come until your elbows, placing your hands on the mat and lifting your hips up, gazing at your nose, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha. Visualize a swan in your inner space in Hamsasana. कुक्कुटासने स्थित्वा स्कन्धापर्यन्तम् उर्नित्यतिष्ठेत् हंसासनं भवति. Now enter into Karmakasana. Now you're going to be coming onto your knees in Padmasana position. Come onto your knees. You're going to be placing your hands behind your back and clasping the fingers. So come on to your knees. You're going to be placing your hands through your body and clasping them behind. Visualizing yourself as Paramashiva's bow. Gaze looking forward in Karmakasana. प्रथमा पद्मा से को करे गोदा संधिमा ही करे धेरे तरपा दूसरी करो दो आने कोन्या उपरा संधिले ताने. Okay. Now enter into Karmakasana Dve. So again, you're going to be placing your hands between the thighs and the calves, and you're going to be resting your chin onto your palms. Visualizing a turtle in your inner space, clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in Kurmasana Dve. Bami janga par dachina pava, dahini janga par bavalyava, pahaya amsa hata. Now entering into next asana, which is Granthi Bedasana. In the same position, tuck the chin to the chest in the Chandravanda, gaze at your nose. In Granthi Bedasana, Atavakshemah Neelakanta Granthi Bedasanam Shubham Nyata Rutra Bhuvek Shipram Sukshmamayuri Shevanat. Now entering into Uttana Kurmasana. In the same position, you're going to be laying down on your mat. Just lay down on your mat. Gaze at your nose. Clenching the peripheral Mulabandha in Uttana Kurmasana. Kukkutasrabandhastam karabhyadita kandaram Pitam kurmavruttana metaduttana kurmakam. Okay. Now, raise yourself up. Enter into Pangu Kukkutasana. So can you request all the participants come into the Padmasana position? Come into the Padmasana position. You will be placing both the hands in the center hole. Yes. In the center hole. So basically, you will be placing your right hand firmly on the mat while your left hand is on your wrist. Lean yourself forward, lifting a leg up, clenching the pelvic floor mola bandha, visualizing yourself as a rooster in your inner space in Kukutasana, in Pangu Kukutasana. Pangu Kukutasana. कुक्कुतास्ति स्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यस्य मणिबन्धं धृत्वा हस्ततलेन भूमिं विष्टभ्य तिष्ठेत् पाङ्गुकुक्कुटं भवति. Now, switching the hands. Now placing the left hand on the mat, placing your right hand onto your wrist. Lift yourself up, clenching the peripheral molar bandha, visualizing yourself as a rooster in your inner space in Pangukukutasana. कुक्कुतास्ते स्थित्वा एकेन हस्तेन अन्यस्य मणिबन्धं धृत्वा हस्ततलेन भूमिं विष्टभ्य तिष्ठेत् पाङ्गुकुक्कुटं भवति. Now enter into Gridhrasana. Now you're going to be in Padmasana position. You're going to be placing your elbows onto your feet, resting your chin, resting your palm onto your neck. Clenching the pelvic floor molar bandha. Visualizing vulture in your inner space in Gridhrasana. एतस्य अंगुष्ठयोर्मूले कोर्पुरसन्निवेशये परिवर्त्य करो स्थित्वा अंगुलितलगोपिता. Now entering into Padmasana Trini. You're going to be placing your hands one on top of the other, resting on top of the legs. In Padmasana Trini, gaze at your nose, engaging the Mahamudra Bandha, clenching the pelvic floor molar bandha. Pull your stomach in and up in Uddiyana Bandha and tuck the chin to the chest in the Chandra Bandha in Padmasana Trini, visualizing yourself as a lotus. Uttana Charana Vidhaya Vidiva Shakti Sthita Yogiraj Uttana Shakaro Cha Shakti Yugale Ante Sadakritya Samao. Now, placing your hands in respect to knees in Shambhavi Mudra in Padmasana Chatwari. Clenching the pelvic floor molar bandha, gaze at your nose in Padmasana Chatwari. एतत् पद्मासनं कुर्यात् प्राणवायु प्रसिद्धयेत् शुभासनं सदा ध्यायेत् पूरयित्वा पुनः पुनः. Now, enter into Karmakasana Dve. Now you're going to be holding on to your right toes with your index and middle finger together. And you're going to be rotating your legs, rotating on your right leg. Clenching the pelvic floor molar bandha. Visualizing yourself as a Paramashiva's bow in your inner space in Karmakasana Dve. Atanya Asana Yoga Puraka Rakshanad Kritva Padmasani Pado Angushta Jangayo Sthitam. Now lay down on your mat, toes pointing outward, arms facing up in Mritasanam. Visualize the Kundalini Shakti is raising up along with your spine in the Shakti Chalan Mudra. Repeating the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in throat center in Mritasanam. Uttalam Shavavat Bhumo Shainam Tu Shavasanam Shavasanam Shamaharam Chitta Vishranti Karakam. Now, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring your thighs towards your chest and rocking yourself from side to side. And raise up to a comfortable seated position. Yes. Successfully, all of you have completed 300 asanas of the Nithyananda Yoga. That's beautiful. Yes. Let's now offer our gratitude at Swamiji's feet. Bring the palms together in front of your heart in Namaskara Mudra. Close your eyes. We will now conclude the session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all. Nithyanandam. We thank all the viewers who has joined us live for today's Nithyananda Yoga. Hope all of you enjoyed today's yoga. Leave a comment if you want to share any of your experiences or want any questions, any doubts you have. Leave a comment in the comment sections and we will immediately respond to you and answer you for any questions you have of the yoga. Do share this beautiful yoga gift that Swamiji is giving out to the world to your near and dear ones and invite them again. Invite them and join along with you to do the yoga at 4 a.m. UK Standard Time. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you. Nithyanandan.